I'd like to make one small point here, and I am quoting our Prime Minister, who said that we need growth to be able to fund all the subsidy programs and welfare programs that the government has. Now, in 2005, we had Narega was allocated 11,000 crore rupees. At that time, growth was at 9.5%. In 2012-13, Narega has been allocated 33,000 crore rupees when India grew at 5%. So what's the correlation here? Because clearly we see that growth has not kept pace. As in, we have not grown at a pace that we are able to afford these subsidy programs, and I'm not even going into the other subsidy programs, and that's dented India's image. I mean, we've been threatened to be downgraded to junk status. So it's invited a whole host of criticism. India's stand on subsidies. What would be your take on that?
Well, you quoted the Prime Minister, but I can give you lots of quotes of the Prime Minister which endorse exactly what I've said. So he's very much in favor of growth. He's very much in favor of inclusive growth.
But you would agree with what the Prime Minister said. You need growth to be able to fund the programs, right?
No, but that's absolutely true. I mean, everybody would agree that the resource flow that you can generate is a function of growth. And quite honestly, if you don't have the growth, you will have to cut down many of your programs. Which one is a matter of prioritization? But I think the important point is, you made 2 points. One is you seem to give the impression that the Prime Minister doesn't agree with me when I say growth is important.
I'm not trying to make it. No, that's not my intention.
He's in favor of that, and I agree with him. So let's be clear on that point. On the second issue, that when growth goes down, should you cut these programs? That's a relevant issue. See, in my view, the slowing down of growth that we have experienced is not due to less expenditure. It is due to some new constraints that have emerged, which need to be tackled. We've taken some steps to tackle them, and these are really a number of regulatory constraints that have hit the progress and implementation of large infrastructure projects. I must mention to you, by the way, that one view would be that why aren't you able to fix it? The problem is that in a democratic environment, when you're talking about regulatory clearances, there are many people who feel that you shouldn't do a shortcut on these regulatory clearances, so one needs to do a bit of a consensus building. I think the government's done that. They set up the Cabinet Committee on Investment. They also set up a project monitoring group in the Cabinet Secretariat, and merely by discussion, they've brought about a somewhat more positive approach, which has led to many clearances.